Hello and welcome back to the hottest topics where we dive deep into the wonders of the universe. Today, we're going to talk about our magnificent and mighty sun. Hold on tight because we're in for an exciting ride. Picture this, the sun, our celestial superstar, is on the brink of reaching the peak of its ongoing solar cycle. It's like watching a thrilling movie with each passing day. And guess what? Scientists believe that this grand spectacle is going to happen even earlier than they initially thought. How cool is that? You see, every 11 years, the sun goes through different phases of activity. It's like a cosmic dance of low and high solar energy, all tied to the appearance of sunspots on its surface. These mysterious dark regions, some as big as our good old Earth, owe their existence to the sun's powerful and ever-changing magnetic fields. During this solar cycle, things get really interesting. The sun transitions from a calm state to a period of intense and energetic activity. It's like the sun is flexing its muscles and showing off its power. This peak of fervor is aptly called the solar maximum. And get this, during this time, the sun's magnetic poles actually flip. It's like a celestial magnetic makeover. But don't worry, after all the excitement, the sun eventually calms down during a phase called the solar minimum. Now, initially, scientists predicted that this peak of activity would happen in July 2025. But hold on to your seats because new discoveries have shaken things up. Experts now believe that this cosmic climax will most likely occur in the latter half of 2024. Can you feel the anticipation building up? The current solar cycle, known as Solar Cycle 25, has been breaking all expectations. Scientists at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's Space Weather Prediction Center have been blown away by the number of sunspots during this cycle. It's like the sun decided to put on an extra special show just for us. But remember, no two solar cycles are the same. As Mark Misch, a research scientist at the Space Weather Prediction Center, says, this solar maximum is like the hurricane season of space weather. It's when we witness the most intense storms. But unlike hurricanes, this solar maximum sticks around for a few years. Talk about an extended blockbuster. This heightened activity doesn't stop at sunspots. Oh no, my friends. We're talking about powerful solar flares and coronal mass ejections, enormous clouds of ionized gas and erupting magnetic fields that burst out from the sun's outer atmosphere. These solar storms can have a real impact on our lives. Imagine electric power grids going haywire, GPS and aviation systems getting all wonky, and even satellites orbiting our planet facing some serious risks. It's like a space roller coaster of excitement and danger. Just to give you an idea of the power behind these solar storms, let me tell you about a jaw-dropping event. On January 29, 2022, a series of coronal mass ejections erupted from the sun, heating and expanding Earth's upper atmosphere. Sounds intense, right? Well, it was. In fact, 38 out of the 49 Starlink satellites launched by SpaceX were incinerated. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. But here's the thing, my friends. This surge in activity is not unusual. It's all part of the cosmic symphony as we approach the solar maximum. Dr. Alex Young, Associate Director for Science within NASA's Heliophysics Science Division, reassures us that this is all completely expected. As the solar maximum gets closer, sunspots gather in groups, sometimes growing larger and lasting longer. It's like the sun is preparing to give us its grandest performance yet. And boy, we are in for a show. As the solar maximum approaches, those clusters of sunspots will become more frequent, intensifying the overall activity. It's like the sun is cranking up the volume and getting ready to rock our world. But here's the kicker, folks. As we become more reliant on technology, our power grids, satellites, aircraft, and GPS, space weather's impact on our lives amplifies. That's why this particular solar cycle holds great significance for us. It's a reminder of how interconnected our modern world is with the cosmos. Now, predicting the sun's behavior is no easy task. But thanks to the brilliant minds of scientists like Scott McIntosh and Robert Lehman, along with their amazing collaborators, we're getting closer to unraveling the sun's secrets. Instead of just focusing on sunspots, these researchers are keeping a close eye on what they call the Terminator. No, not that Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of Terminator. We're talking about the point where one solar cycle winds down, and then suddenly, bam! The next cycle bursts into action. You see, These brilliant scientists believe that by monitoring the magnetic activity leading to the formation of sunspots, we can make more accurate predictions. And once we reach the solar maximum, the excitement doesn't stop there. Solar flares reach their peak after the maximum, as explained by Robert Lehman. This happens during the rising phase of even-numbered solar cycles and the declining phase of odd-numbered ones. It's like the grand finale of a cosmic fireworks display. Now, let's talk about timing. The transition from solar minimum to solar maximum usually takes about 4 years. But here's the thing, folks, it's not set in stone. The sun loves to keep us on our toes. Sometimes, we get 2 peaks during a solar cycle, and that happens when the northern and southern hemispheres fall out of sync. It's like the sun can't decide when to end the party. But you know what? We're not complaining because that means the solar maximum sticks around a bit longer, treating us to more breathtaking celestial phenomena. So, what happens after the peak? Well, the solar maximum lingers for about 2 years before gradually subsiding. But don't be fooled, my friends. Even after the peak, the sun can still throw some surprises our way. So, we need to keep an eye out for those solar storms. They may not be as intense as during the peak, but they're still pretty remarkable. And speaking of remarkable, let's talk about something beautiful that these solar storms bring, auroras. The aurora borealis in the north and the aurora australis in the south. When those charged particles from coronal mass ejections interact with Earth's magnetic field, we're treated to a mesmerizing display of multicolored lights in the sky. It's like painting the heavens with vibrant hues. Recently, we've had some rare sightings of auroras in unexpected places. Can you believe they were seen as far south as New Mexico, Missouri, North Carolina, and even California in the United States? And that's not all. Southeastern England and other parts of the United Kingdom got to witness this celestial spectacle too. It's like Mother Nature decided to gift us with something truly magical. Now, if you want to catch more intense auroras in the future, you might want to consider visiting destinations like Alaska, Canada, Iceland, Norway, Scandinavia, or Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Those places are known for some breathtaking displays of nature's light show. Trust me, seeing auroras is an experience you won't forget. But let's not forget that solar storms can happen at any time during the solar cycle, not just during the maximum. That's why teams at the Space Weather Prediction Center work tirelessly to monitor these cosmic events. They use data from observatories on the ground and in space, magnetic maps, and ultraviolet observations to give us a heads up on solar flares, coronal mass ejections, and other space weather phenomena. Their forecasts, watches, warnings, and alerts help keep us prepared. And let me tell you, they do an incredible job. They often give us several hours to weeks of advance notice. That's some serious dedication right there. Solar storms can wreak havoc on our communication systems and even mess with GPS. Energetic particles released by the sun can cause all sorts of trouble for spacecraft and even pose risks to astronauts. And don't even get me started on the impact they can have on our power grids. It's like playing with electricity on a cosmic scale. But don't worry, my friends. We're not defenseless against these solar shenanigans. Research has shown that certain regions, like those east of the Appalachian Mountains, the upper Midwest, and the Pacific Northwest, are more vulnerable to power grid disruptions. That's because the ground's composition in those areas affects how the disruptions propagate. It's like Mother Earth has her own cosmic fingerprint. And hey, did you know that these solar storms can even mess with commercial airlines? Yeah, they're advised to steer clear of Earth's poles during geomagnetic storms to avoid communication and navigation failures. It's like taking the scenic route to avoid cosmic turbulence. Now, predicting significant solar storms is no easy task. We've had some extreme events in the past that have caused quite a stir. Take the 1989 storm that crippled Quebec's power grid, or the infamous Carrington event of 1859. That one was the most severe geomagnetic storm ever recorded, causing telegraph stations to burst into flames. Can you imagine that happening today? The damage would be massive and the disruptions prolonged. But here's the thing, my friends, we can't predict when the next big event will happen. It could be in a few weeks, or it could be 50 years from now. So, it's crucial that we continue studying our brilliant sun. Missions like NASA's Parker Solar Probe and the European Space Agency's Solar Orbiter are helping us unravel its mysteries. And you know what's even more exciting? we'll have a chance to study the sun up close during the total solar eclipse on April 8th, 2024. It's like getting a front row seat to the sun's performance. Throughout history, the sun has captivated us. It's been our guiding light, warming our planet, and providing the energy we need to thrive. But there's still so much we don't know about it. As Mark Misch beautifully puts it, the sun profoundly influences our daily lives. We've shaped our societies around its seasons since ancient times. But it also offers us a glimpse into the vastness of the cosmos. So, let's continue to be in awe of our majestic sun and all its wonders. Let's embrace the excitement of the approaching solar maximum and be prepared for the cosmic surprises it brings. And above all, let's remember that we're part of something truly remarkable, a universe filled with endless mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Thanks for joining me today on this cosmic adventure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-blowing content. Until next time, keep looking up and stay curious.